Laptops and Learning the Heritage Way. 21st century learning at its finest.
Hi, I'm Heather Kallstrom, Director of Instructional Technology for Saline Area Schools. I spend my days working with teachers to create meaningful technology-based learning experiences that introduce, reinforce, extend, enrich, assess, and remediate student mastery of our curricular objectives. As a district, we continually look for innovative learning experiences to equip our students with the knowledge, technological proficiency, and personal skills necessary to succeed in a global society. This year, thanks to the Saline Foundation, we were able to implement a laptop program at Heritage School. Their $40,000 donation afforded 180 students and 6 teachers the opportunity to use laptops in the classroom on a daily basis for 1 trimester. Here's what our teachers, students, and parents had to say about this mobile learning adventure.
What has the laptop program meant to you?
It is phenomenal. The kids absolutely love it. They get enthusiastic about learning.
It really keeps them engaged. Some of these things that I've transformed into my paper project into a computer project now, I think, okay, in the past when I've done this on paper, they've been bored with it. They're not bored with it. That's the thing. I see everybody is really into it. And it's good quality work too.
I think that the students were really excited to get on the laptops, and it allowed us to put something in their hands that they were actively engaged in lessons. So it really brought lessons to life too. I was able to teach them something, and then we could maybe link something to Moodle that students could get right on, and then we could all be kind of learning through a website together as well. So that was really exciting and fun, I think, for the kids.
Well, I like having a laptop in the classroom because if Mrs. Dorsett, our teacher, gives us a big writing assignment to do, it's often a lot easier to type it rather than write it, and it saves a lot of time and energy. And also I like how you can make it into PowerPoint or an iMovie rather than just writing it, and that's kind of boring sometimes.
I like having the laptops because there's lots of different programs to discover.
About it. And anytime we try a new program, they're right there to help each other. A lot of times I don't know how to do something, and the kids are like, oh, I know how to do that.
Funny. Just the feel of having a laptop in front of them can be very inspiring. You know, I mean, I know I love my laptop, and you probably love your laptop, and there's just something about them, and to be able to have the opportunity to bring those into the classroom can spark so much learning and so much fun.
How have the laptops changed how you teach or learn?
I have been able to teach in so many different ways than I was able to teach before, reach students in a new way.
I love the ability it gives the teachers to differentiate how we instruct our students in a universal way. It looks the same for all the students, yet we can give them different materials. So it allows us to access each student individually better, and it allows the students to collaborate.
I think one thing that was nice that I could differentiate my instruction quite easily. Teaching math and science, a lot of times with math, I have this wide range of students with the different abilities, and I could give one group one website to work on and one group another website, and I could do that privately through their email so no one would know what group they were working on, but everyone was working on an activity that was tailored right to their needs, which was good.
And so what I did for them was I have been just showing them as many web tools as possible, making graphs or making presentations, practicing their spelling.
I like using the laptops in the classroom because you get to learn about new programs such as iMovie, PowerPoint, Keynote, and Google Docs.
And we were able to do a lot of work with students that was very authentic. We did a stack club, which was really fun, and the students were able to go in and check their stacks. They were able to put them into a Google Doc and share out that information, and it was much different than if it was just paper and pencil.
I like having the laptops because we get to learn about the technology that we'll probably be using later in our life.
I was amazed by how much the children learned with the program, and I liked that they were able to bring the laptops home and explore on their own here at the house and teach us stuff that they had been working on their computers.
Have you had any aha moments while using the laptops in the classroom?
I've been trying to introduce the possibilities of going completely paperless with projects and stuff. And about a week ago, we did this project where I sent out all of the directions in a Google Doc, and the kids pulled up the Google Doc, and without me even giving them a pre-direction, those were it. And I said, I think I've covered all of your questions in the Google Doc. You probably won't have any questions for me. When you're done reading your Google Doc, start. And the directions even said that, begin. And then we've been taking the projects and then we've been submitting them electronically into a Dropbox. So the kids have had a real feel for probably what the future of turning in assignments, especially right now with college, definitely is.
One of our most teachable moments was in the Everyday Math program. They've got to do spreadsheets. And we've always done the spreadsheets just on the workbook page, but since we had the laptops this time that we were covering that, we went ahead and made our own worksheets, and they could actually manipulate the numbers that were in the math book on the computer, and they could actually see how a spreadsheet was working in that way.
I think it's fun to have the laptops in the classroom because instead of doing paper to pencil for math, we do lots of Excel, and it makes it a lot easier to do big problems.
And being able to present something and say, well, let's get in and explore this. Kids would take off with it in a direction that I don't think I could have ever planned as the teacher. And so then that assignment just took on a whole different layer that I don't think I would have even been able to anticipate. So by really just saying, okay, today let's look at comic life, and I definitely had a goal in mind, but letting the kids sort of explore with that, I think it opened up my eyes that technology doesn't always have to be just one big project. It can be an everyday little things that get them actively involved. And I think without the laptops, I wouldn't have changed my teaching. I would have always thought, well, I'll just do these 3 projects throughout the year and not make it an integrated part of my instruction.
I like using the new laptops because you can interact with them instead of just writing your answers on paper.
So we had the laptops the very first trimester of school. In the 3rd trimester, when I was teaching about the colonial America, I had a student who on her own went home and decided to use the keynote presentation that we had learned in the very first trimester to redo all of her notes and summarize what we had learned in class over the last 3 weeks and sent them to me, including pictures, including animation. She was using her learning outside the classroom, completely student-focused. Amazing.
What are the benefits of being able to take home the laptops?
For my kids that didn't have computer access at home, it was amazing for them. Even if they took it home and it was just to word process, they still came in with a work that was like everybody else's.
Because it was exciting because if you didn't have one at home, you could explore the laptop at school and you would enjoy school more.
And I was worried about the safety issue with sending such expensive machines home and the liability piece of it, but they treat them like fragile babies. They really do. They take very good care of them.
I like using a laptop in the classroom because I feel responsible when I get to bring it home. And when I get to bring it home, I have a lot of fun with it.
My daughter got a strong sense of responsibility of taking care of the technology that the school provided them with. She got a broader knowledge of the technology and the use of it. And she also has a true fearlessness of what technology can do and figuring out what it can do.
Why should Saline area schools continue a laptop program?
I really think we should use the laptops at Heritage because it brings the students together in teamwork, whether it's editing their papers or it's collaborating on research. It's bringing all of their thinking and learning together with their teammates.
There are a lot of cool apps on it, like Comic Life and GarageBand, and it helps with our homework assignments a lot. Like, it's fun to do them on a laptop instead of just paper.
I have enjoyed seeing how the kids can learn one program and then you bring a new program out and they use what they've learned from the previous program and they take it away with it and teach me more than I knew originally. They're just more comfortable playing with the different programs and seeing how they go together and connect.
I think we should continue using the laptops because it was easier to learn with them and it was a good experience.
Just that I hope that other teachers get the opportunity. I hope it's something that we continue. I think the day that we had to give up the laptops, we had like a moment of silence, and it was a really hard day. It was a hard day for us as teachers because we knew that really interactive piece was going to be gone, and the students so just loved having them. It was such a motivator through our teaching that it was just a really sad day when we actually had to send them on to someone else. So to have them for longer periods and really have it be part of your classroom, I think would be amazing.
This year it's been a wonderful experience to watch that program develop. We've been able to work with our staff to really truly embrace technology in the classroom, and what we've seen from our students has been exceptional.
Thank you, Saline Foundation.